Hey guys, Michael here. So I'm back with yet another tool review, sort of. So this is made by xTool, as you can see here. This is actually a laser engraver, but it does a little bit more than that. So xTool actually has another laser engraver called the D1, and that's the one I've been following on Facebook for quite some time. I'm just curious about the laser engravers. I don't have one, I've never used one, but I've seen them in action and they're pretty cool. So again, following that group, I noticed they actually had a beta test group for this M1. So I figured, what the heck, I'll throw my hat in the ring. Sure enough, I got picked. I had to fill out a form, you know, why are you interested in them, stuff like that. So I filled all that out, I got picked. I'm in round 2 of the testers. So apparently they already have a test group already running with these. I'm not sure how long they've been running with them. I received this, today's Friday, I received it actually Monday, and I'm just now getting around to being able to open this thing up. So my thought is, I'm just gonna open it up and share my story with you as far as my journey in getting used to laser engraving. Again, I don't know anything about these as far as how to use them and stuff like that. So you know what, let me just throw it on here and see if anybody's interested in following along. So again, this is in the beta testing group right now. You can purchase it, I think, in like another month or so. So what's unique about the xTool M1 is that it's like a, well, let me just start opening it and I'll tell you. So basically it's like a printer, so to speak. It's an fully enclosed unit that sits on your shelf, on your tabletop or whatever, and it has a laser engraver, of course. But it also has a blade, sort of like a Cricut maker. If you've ever seen a Cricut maker that has a little blade that actually, when the Cricut, it moves around the paper underneath the blade, and the blade just kind of goes left and right. Where this is going to move the blade on top of your paper, but it's cool. So it's a laser engraver and a cutter all in one. And I'll put specs in the comments of the video to kind of show you what all it can do. But I wanted to show you, you know, what comes in this version of this M1 here, and share with you my journey on getting this thing started. So let's see what this. So this is a premium material package. Let me put this over here and I'll show you what's in that in a second. So right away I can tell this thing's actually boxed really well. It's made in China, so it has a long journey to get here to Texas, so it's packed really well. Very thick foam all around it. It's nice to see. I don't know what this is. I'll put this off to the side. And I cannot get this open. There we go. All right, this is the Rotary Kit. So what this can do is you can put a cylinder, like a, I don't know, a bottle or something, and it'll rotate it to laser engrave on top of that. It's pretty cool. So this is the M1 Deluxe Kit. This is the 10-watt kit. They make a 5-watt and they make a 10-watt regular kit, but this is Deluxe Kit. Deluxe Kit actually comes with a material package and the rotary tool, and they actually have a new rotary tool they just come out with that's not quite ready for the M1, but yeah, I think they're coming out with that one in June or so, once they finish that one. That one they advertise this can be for the D1 right now, and that one's really cool. It almost reminds me of a lathe. It'll chuck up your, it has like 4 different modes you can use on it. Anyway, check it out. It's really cool looking if you're interested in that with a laser engraver. I think you can use it multiple laser engravers as long as they are kind of an open source engraver. Let me get this out of the way. This up. So I'm hiding my excitement, but I'm super excited about this. Again, I've never had a laser engraver, and this one's not too big. It's not going to take a lot of space, and I can put it off to the corner when I'm not using it. So this, as you can see, it's really thick material actually protecting it. So that's nice to see, because you definitely don't want this thing getting damaged coming all the way from China and then, you know, having to wait for another one to get here. So packaging is well done. I'm actually going to save this because I may have to use it as a desk cover later on. So I'm trying to be careful getting out of this down here. Maybe. Oh. All right. So I don't even get to see the front of it, but you guys do. So let me spin around here and take a look at it. Cool. It has a door on it on the top, kind of like a scanner. And the top has a protective film on this side and that side that I'll take off later. I'm not going to do that now. And more thick packing material, more sample material to first cut on. We have a power cord, power brick that goes with that power cord, a USB cable to go to a computer. I think it's also Wi-Fi enabled as well. But I think you would get more stable connection with the USB cable. It looks like it comes with extra blades for the cutter head, so you don't have to actually go out and buy them right away. It comes with an exhaust hose, because when you're laser engraving, it is going to make smoke, and it could have potential harmful fumes coming off of it, so they want you to exhaust it away from you, and preferably outside. So this kind of held everything in place. More stuffing in here. All right, let's see if I can get around here. No, I don't want to break it. Let me let you come in closer so you can see what I'm doing here. All right. So there's the inside of it. And I'm trying to get this out without, I don't want to damage anything. Okay, there we go. So that's just sitting underneath that laser head there. And more mats. This reminds me of the Cricut style mat, where it's sticky on one side, you stick your material to it. So this is a light grip mat and a fabric mat. These are 15 by 12, so I guess that's your working area. And they actually came with 2 of each type. I'm guessing you could use a Cricut mat in here. If you bought the Cricut mat, you can cut it down to size. Otherwise, you can reach out to xTool and you can probably buy additional mats directly from them. But it's 2 lights and 2 fabrics. And let me see if I can show you what the inside of this thing looks like. Actually, hang on a second. Okay, here's what the inside looks like. Now let me show you what all the accessories that came with this particular deluxe package. If I can get this out of the way, as you can tell, it's like a big printer almost. If you're interested in the size of this one's 22 wide, 18 deep, and approximately 9 inches tall. So it's not too bad. However, if you want curious to see how tall it is with the door, with the lid open, it sits at a whopping 2 foot tall. So if you try to put it on a shelf or something, you'd need 2 foot of clearance above it. Let me show the back real quick. So there's the back. And this side right here is actually the exhaust. So there's a fan right on the inside of this that blows out. So as you're engraving, it's going to generate smoke. It's going to generate the fumes and whatever. So you'll need to exhaust this out away from you in the area you're breathing. So they have a couple of things you can do. Is one, you can, the simple way is attach this to here, and it comes with some screws over there. So you attach it to here, and you undo this, stretch it out, and stick it on here. And it has a little clamp. Let me show you that real quick. Here's the clamp. So that's one way to do it. And you can just throw this out the window, or in my garage, just kind of put it out the door a little bit. You could just let it just blow exhaust out everywhere if you have enough ventilation. Or they actually make another unit that's like a HEPA filter that actually this blows into that filter to filter the air inside if you don't have a window nearby that you can exhaust that out into. Let me get this out of the way, and I'll show you what all came with this deluxe package. I have no idea what this is. Triangular prism. Where'd my trusty knife go? There it is. This is my jealous knife that I actually have in a previous video of mine. I love this knife. I actually did lose a screw on the knife. However, I found another one from an old hard drive that fit it, so it's still going strong. Love that little knife. All right, these are little prisms to actually stand up material on. I think it's for when you want to do wood. I don't know for sure. I think it's to protect that base plate of that machine you're actually cutting on. We'll get into that later. All right. Looks like a thin piece of plastic leather. User manual. Looks like a different piece of cardstock, I think, or that actually looks like a sticker. So maybe you can print and make your own stickers with this, because it looks like this is a peel backing. And this one actually looks like that as well. I could be completely wrong. Here is some 3mm baseboard that you can either engrave on or actually cut with that 10-watt laser. So these are called riser blocks. More material. Alright, so we have some heat transfer vinyl. They give you a bag. You can play with the heat transfer vinyl. I'm familiar with that from the Cricut, and they give you a lot of paper to play with here, to cut out and try different things. Another piece of wood here. That's pretty. Another one here. So what I'm thinking is, this is the deluxe package comes with this box. The standard one comes with just this sample material, because it's basically the same thing. There's another piece of basswood, and it looks like two different types, you know. And of course you get the bag that comes with it. This looks like a cell phone stand. I wonder if they give it to you to engrave something on it and just have your first project. And looks like a lot of name tags. This is fun. More of them, so you can engrave on those. A lot of material in here. I'm not even going to open all this up right now. There's some thick stuff in there as well. It looks like maybe some coasters. Yeah, looks like some coasters in there. And vinyl. This is a lot of vinyl here. So some of it I bet is iron-on vinyl for heat transfer vinyl, because I see that here, heat transfer vinyl. So all that comes in this one deluxe box, including this bag. I bet you're going to use that heat transfer on. Oh, I missed this one. There's a little dog tag, so you'll be able to laser engrave that dog tag. All right, what else? I showed you the mats, the cutting mats. I think the last thing to show you is the Rotary Tool. This one comes with the deluxe. The Rotary Tool does not come with the standard, but you can buy it separate. So it has a cord that's actually going to use to attach to it. Let me show you what it looks like. I'm not going to spin these because I don't know if I can. But the cord's going to go here and it's going to attach to your M1. And you can set it to different sizes. This one is stationary, and you set this one different sizes to match the diameter that you're going to be cutting. And so this is going to sit in there and just going to roll whatever you're going to be cutting. I'll show you on that one. So it's actually going to sit there like this. And this is actually going to turn and roll your piece as it's engraving. So it's going to go left and right depending on what it needs to do for that engraver that's going to be going across it. Put this back so I don't mess this up. There you go. There's everything that comes with the xTool M1 Deluxe package. This is a 10-watt package with the Deluxe add-on for the laser. The rotary attachment, the riser blocks that work with that rotary attachment or thicker material, and then you get the added box of extra material to cut on, engrave on, all the extra vinyl, stuff like that. So man, I am super excited to test this thing out. Hopefully you'll follow along in my journey of learning how to do laser engraving and cutting. So if you don't mind, give me a like, give me a follow, and click the notification button to actually get notified when I issue a new video. So I'm gonna go, I guess, fairly rapid on these videos. I don't want to make them too long and boring, although this one's already past that point. I'm gonna just try to showcase some of the issues I've run into. I'll kind of film as I'm going through it, and then if it's something I think should be on here, I'll just kind of add that snippet to there. Not a lot of editing, I'm just gonna put it on there. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.